So Dad, what do you think about the One Pot Chef doing daily videos?
It sucks.
Welcome to the daily vlog for May 18th, 2010. And today I want to talk to you about something that's really exciting me at the moment. I placed my order for my iPad last week, I think it was, on the day that the pre-orders started being taken. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are very anti-Apple and they hate iPads and they think they're rubbish, and I don't quite understand that attitude. I don't understand why people are so sort of down on these sort of things. Like, people were sort of bitching about the iPhone when it came out. It's like, oh, it's rubbish, no one will want it, blah, 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 and now it's the #1 selling phone in the world. And the iPad is quickly sizing up to be a major competitor in its field these days. And it's hard to define what field it actually fits into because it's kind of one of a fairly unique product. This was not like a rush decision as to whether or not I was going to buy an iPad. I did a fair amount of research. I was on YouTube looking at reviews and people who've actually got one with them to actually sort of see how they work. I read a lot of product testing reviews, a lot of magazine articles, things like that. I put a fair amount of critical analysis to it because you can't just trust the advertising from the company that produces it, because like they're obviously going to say it's fantastic, you should buy one right now. But after about maybe a month or so of pretty solid research, I did decide that what the iPad offers is something that I would like, and so I decided to order it. I've ordered the 32 gig 3G plus Wi-Fi model, so I wasn't really worried too much about the 3G thing, but I decided to get the 3G model simply because if I ever do go on the road, like when I'm going up to Brisbane or something like that, I've got the option there without having to look for Wi-Fi hotspots or anything like that. I just can stick a SIM card into it and I'm done. So that works for me. So it's good to have that sort of secondary option if you need it. I'm really looking forward to it. According to the packing slip thing they've sent, that I'm going to be getting it on the 28th of May, which is not this coming Friday, but the Friday after. So that Friday I will be doing a iPad unboxing video, and sometime after that, probably a few days after, I will actually do a full iPad review with a bit of an Aussie perspective, because like most of the iPad reviews on YouTube are obviously from America because that's where they're from at the moment. There's a couple that I found from other countries where people have imported them, but there's not many on there at this point, so I'd like to try and sort of do something a bit interesting with that. But I'm really looking forward to having an iPad because it's kind of something that I've been looking for a while, because I'm not a fan of laptops. See, I've never been good at balancing a laptop on my lap. I think it's because I've got a back injury, I don't generally sit straight up in like a sofa or anything when I'm downstairs in the living room. I tend to sort of sit and recline a little bit, so when I've got a laptop up there, it's kind of wobbles and things like that, and it's hard to control. But with this thing, I can see myself balancing it on one knee and just mucking about with it, and it will be pretty easy to use. And that works for me. And a lot of people often complain about how the iPad doesn't have enough features and can't do this and you can't do that. I think it's because a lot of people got their hopes up about what the iPad was going to be. They convinced themselves it was going to be this tiny little supercomputer that can do pretty much everything, including making coffee and give you blowjobs in the morning, which I think was just psychotic, to be honest, because in the end they were going to disappoint themselves when it came out, and it was inevitably going to be something less than what they hoped it was going to be. But it's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that I can access my music, movies, TV shows, videos, online content, and I can do it with a minimum of fuss. And I can do it without having to do anything terribly complicated, because once it's set up and out of the box, it's done, basically. I don't have to install any extra software unless I want to download some apps from the App Store. Pretty much everything I need to out of the box is out of the box, and that works for me. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have a lot of fun when I get my iPad, and it'll be something interesting to do. So yay. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it, and I shall talk to you tomorrow.
It sucks.